Hi and welcome. Well, I'm super excited to show you a secret recipe of mine, and it's a really good recipe because I've been wanting to make the easiest burger bun ever. I don't like to spend hours in the kitchen waiting for yeast to rise just to have a few burger buns on the plate, and neither do I like to buy the conventional buns. If you haven't seen my video on what they're putting in our bread, find it in my YouTube video list to find out why I started making my own bread. But today I'm going to show you how to make spelt burger buns. I'm going to be using spelt flour, and I'm using white spelt flour in this case for the burger buns today. Now, spelt flour is an ancient grain and it maintains all of its minerals even after milling, unlike conventional white flour with wheat. Now this is an ancient wheat and it contains like copper, selenium, and it's also got actually a higher level of zinc than conventional wheat itself, but it's brimming with minerals. And I'm going to show you some of the ingredients that I'm going to be putting together to make this. And I have a magical ingredient that really makes this bun perfect. Now, it's not conventional ingredients, because what I'm going to do is mix a few flavors. And this was all experimental in my kitchen when I started making my burger buns. And think about when we're eating the supermarket foods and, chemicals are mixed up to make certain flavors. Well, in this case, we're mixing different natural ingredients to create not just the flavor, but to take the blandness off the wheat. And the secret ingredient, the special ingredient that I'm going to tell you about in a moment, because that's got a very bland taste. So the ingredients that I'm using are just going to take off the blandness of this recipe so that the bun just tastes perfect for you. But let me show you some burger buns that I did using whole wheat spelt. Now these are larger buns that I made using whole wheat. Today I'm going to use just the white spelt. And in the second slide, you can see where I've sliced the bun in half. So you can see for yourself just how light and airy my buns are. And here we are in the last scene where we've got the completed result of the burger bun with the burger. And I've got my quinoa burger there, and I have a secret quinoa method in making my burgers with quinoa. But let's get started with making the burger buns today. Here are some of the ingredients that I mentioned. It's quite a unconventional gathering of different ingredients. And here I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I've got 1 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and of course you can use sea salt if you choose. 1/2 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and I've used the gluten-free bicarb. That's just by choice. And now I've put here a teaspoon of curry powder and a teaspoon of ginger powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and 1 tablespoon of dried basil. Now, with this recipe, we're going to mix the ingredients I've just given you here into the bowl, just like so. Everything goes into the dry flour all at once. And then we're going to give that a mix, just to combine all of those ingredients with our spelt flour, and you can choose to use whole wheat spelt. It tastes just as good, and you're getting all the fibre. And in fact, spelt flour contains more protein and fibre than conventional wheat flour. So here we go. That's nicely combined. Now here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to be using Cmos Gel. Now for those of you who do not know what Cmos is, Cmos has a mucilage type consistency. If you can see, it is an actual gel. Cmos is a sea algae and it contains 92 minerals, which are the 92 minerals that our body's composed of. In fact, we have 102 minerals and Cmos contains 92 of them. Now today I'm using Cmos because of its consistency, which is going to help in keeping this nice and light. We're not using any other liquid other than our Cmos gel here. So I'm going to start adding in my Cmos gel. I should have a cup here somewhere. Right, I'm going to eyeball this, but I'm going to put in a cup of Cmos gel at a time. I've got in the bowl 2 cups of flour. So let's put in 1 cup of gel. We're going to start mixing. Just slowly start combining it together. Let me show you what I'm doing as well under the camera so you can see how this is going to come together.
Saying, good evening, Carol and Anthony. Good evening, Yumi.
Good evening, Yumi. Thank you for coming on and watching the live today. This is going to get exciting. Right, and I'm going to add in, let's put in another cup of gel, Cmos gel, another cup. I've got just over 2 cups there. In fact, let me see how that goes before I put in another. That might just be enough. Let's mix that in together. What we want is a dough, okay? Just like you'd make any other dough. We want to have this dough consistency. And you're not going to have any of that waiting around, waiting for it to rise. It's yeast free, which is great. And it can be done so quickly and so simply. We don't want it too wet either. We literally just want dough form. Look, and you can see it's now coming together. It's binding, right? That's what we want. Now I'm just going to slip my gloves on because I'm going to start putting this together. And I don't have a sink to wash my hands to get the dough off my fingers. So I'm going to put on some gloves. But on saying that, you know, Spelt has less gluten than conventional wheat. And when you are using it, when you're handling it and you go to wash your hands, you know how sticky your hands get when you're handling wet dough. Well, you'll be surprised to know that with Spelt flour, it doesn't cling to you. It doesn't, when you rinse your hands in water, it simply comes away really easily. So I'm just going to get that together. You don't have to overdo it because it's got nothing to do with the kneading. The Cmos gel it's like liquid oxygen. You know, it helps this to stay light. It's a living, breathing organism. And you must see the video after this where I show you how to prepare Cmos gel. And don't forget to find that video on what they're putting in our bread. In fact, we could probably flag up both of those videos after you've watched this live. So there we are. Look, I'm just literally, you know, just getting it into one mass. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to pinch a piece here. Let's grab it. Let's take a little bit more. And watch me. This is going to be like a bigger bap. Let's just take a little bit off there. You could make about four burger buns with what I've just given you, with that amount of flour. So here, look at this. Now, my mother taught me how to make dumplings. In the Caribbean, we have something called fried dumpling. And this is how she taught me how to fold the dumpling. And that's what you do with this, with your burger bun, literally. Let me get a bit of flour just to put on the board and just manipulate the bun, make the sides smooth. Just give it a press in the middle. You don't need to manipulate it too much. You don't need to sit it and rest it, none of that nonsense, because it's got no yeast. You don't have to worry about that. But it will produce a lovely bun for you. And that's it, guys. Look, now, watch this. I take a bit of Cmos Gel. I give it a brush on the top. I take a pinch of sesame seeds and I just dot them, sprinkle them over the top. And that is what you will have to put in the oven. That is it. That's it, right? Put it in the oven. If you have a fan-assisted oven, 200 degrees. If it's conventional gas, gas mark 5. This is one I did earlier with using white spelt. I've cut it in half so you can see the inside of it, and the top there, you've got the sesame seed bun, which is great. So I'm really pleased that I've actually got round making an easy spelt bun and bread. One day I'll show you how to do the bread, but I'm going to show you the finished result of the burger that I did earlier. I'm going to actually take it round to the front camera so you can see this properly. That's the finished result. Look at the burger bun. And I've got the burger in there. Let me turn it round so you can see the burger a little bit more. That's better. We've just turned off one of the camera lights so you can get a better look. That's the burger bun. Watch tomorrow because I'm going to show you how to make this burger. It's gluten and soy free. But there's the burger bun, guys. Simple, quick, delicious, light, and easy. And that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. And please come back because I'm going to be live each day at 6 p.m. And tomorrow, come back and watch, and I'll show you how to make a gluten-free, soy-free, juicy burger. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back to give you more health tips, health information to help you along your healthy living journey. And I believe somebody's got a comment here. So Yumi says, that looks lovely. I must try. Thank you. Yes, do that, Yumi. Make the burger bun, but come back and watch me making the burger as well. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.